But I'd just like to start by saying, obviously, that the last 12 months have been incredibly difficult for all of us. It's been tough, really tough. But having said that, from a personal point of view, one of the positive aspects to all of this is the way in which our school community has come together: children, staff, parents, local groups. It's been a real team effort, and in fact, as a community, we've never been closer. And I think the real joy of this project we're here to talk about today is the empowerment of this feeling, the feeling of being together, helping each other to help others, and ultimately to make a difference to the communities we serve. The effects of the pandemic, health data locally, and the overwhelming research of the benefits of physical activity, there really is no better time to start a movement such as this. And our desire is to share ideas, connect, and collaborate with all of you. And I know that there are excellent pockets of practice throughout Rosendale, and it would just be wonderful to learn from each other and find ways to make our children move more for a happier, healthier Rosendale. There's no doubt we're living in extraordinary and difficult times, and our event really is not just about physical activity, but it's about our own well-being and the children's well-being, and connecting to help each other to recover and plan and reset from a very turbulent and distressing period in ours and our children's lives, something which I'm sure you will agree is very much needed. So what we're hoping to achieve today is we're hoping to have a network of physically active schools for a healthier, happier Rosendale. Inspirational places to play and learn. And that's not to say that doesn't happen in your school at the moment, but it's about the network, the links, the connection to all schools. And the big question is, how do we do that? But for me, it's about whole system change. And when we think about whole system change, we need to think about the capability to change. And I think we are that capability. So Rosendale Connected, the big schools connect. We are to help. We're here to help. There's no doubt that the motivation is there to create the opportunities. The evidence of physical activity, play, and sport is overwhelming in terms of child development, and we can't argue with that. And I've talked to a number of heads over the past few months, and we're having the same conversations about what we're currently seeing in our schools. There is going to be behavioural changes in children following months of isolation. We can't deny that. Children struggling to share and play, and obviously there'll be a drop in physical fitness as well. So it's really important that children should be supported to spend time being active, playing with other children and being outside. There is and will be a reduced academic motivation, and children do not learn effectively if their mental health is poor. The evidence and benefits of physical activity are just so huge. And at the moment, there's so much talk around catch up, but if the conditions, are not there to be successful, then we're going to really struggle with that. There is so much talk about months of lost learning, data around children being 6 to 5 months being behind. But we know that teachers and head teachers, we are heroes, and the very best ones know the real stories behind every child, and we're aware of those stories. We know the effects of this pandemic on our families, and we want to protect their futures. Like all of us, we're receiving daily reports and articles and information about the importance of sport and play from a whole host of sources, including these so-called catch-up gurus. So we know it's coming in terms of Ofsted. Nobody does anything for Ofsted. We do it for our children, but there is no doubt there will be a bigger focus on our curriculum and how we improve our children's mental health and well-being. So let's ignite their passion. Physical activity is not just about sport, it's play, it's being outdoors, it's forest schools, it's problem solving, it's socialising. It's not about creating thousands of elite athletes. It's about giving our children the opportunities to be happy and healthy, to create lifelong learning habits. And I think now is the time to really rethink, revise our curriculum in schools. And really think about how many opportunities our children get to move and how we can develop those opportunities for well-being and children being active. So in terms of implementation, today it really is about thinking what is happening in our schools currently. What is the current practice? What is required? Where are we all starting from? Where do we want to be? Where are we on our journey for a broad and balanced curriculum? For me, it's about creating opportunities for our children to be happy, healthy, and the rest will follow. How can we create lifelong learning habits and health choices? What small steps can we take? And we need to ask ourselves, what does our school curriculum and timetable look like? And how many opportunities do we give our children to sit during the school day and think about the amount of times that our children have been sat in front of a screen over the last few months? And we've Water, we've been on this journey for a number of years now. And what we see and hear from children and staff, not just through surveys, but also as we walk around classrooms and corridors and chat to staff and parents and governors, is improved pupil and staff wellbeing, improvement in concentration from children. We reach those vulnerable children and families, and they participate in the things that we do. I see smiles every day, children enjoying school, can't wait to wear their PE tracksuit, water PE tracksuit, and take part in all the activities. And then from that, really engage in all the lessons that we deliver. They are bothered. We're bothered about them. We're bothered about their health, their futures. And in return, they're bothered about school, bothered about their learning. They want to do well. They want to please. And that's the real sort of impact of our school. Our school is happy and healthy. In fact, every school I've worked in as a teacher, as a senior leader, as a head teacher, PE in school, sport and health has had a huge impact on children's well-being, staff well-being, behaviour, attendance. 3 years ago, we moved to having PE days and our children coming dressed to school in their PE kits and trainers. We looked at the data in terms of attendance, nearly 100% for each class on their specific PE day. And in terms of attainment, don't always like to sort of pinpoint data because of all the other factors which go into this, but it's there, and we've seen a remarkable improvement since we started this journey. So really, for me, it's kind of, can we use physical activity to improve the things which matter? Physical activity being the golden thread to which everything else hangs from. You can raise standards this way. You can improve the mental and physical health of everyone in your school. You can improve attainment, better behaviour from all, and an increase in attendance. In 2018 and 19, we were in the middle of an obesity and mental health epidemic. Add to that now a pandemic, all of which are detrimental to academic performance. We need to kickstart a new positive health trajectory. Now is the time to find the solution for this. And I think this is the solution, Active Rosendale, where schools come together, learn from each other, connect and collaborate to make a real difference to our children.